So today we will start with unit 5 module 1, which will talk about common errors. Okay, all the modules will talk about common errors only, but we will talk differently about those errors. Okay, so common errors in grammar. There are many errors which you make in grammar, suppose with subject verb agreement, with pronouns, with articles, with nouns, with verbs, and so many other things. So first we will study about subject verb agreement. First is singular and plural. So we need to know this very clearly, that a singular subject needs a singular verb and a plural subject needs a plural verb. If the subject is singular, the verb will be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb will be plural. Okay. Next is confusing words. Some words sound similar but they have different meanings, such as to lie and to lay. To lie is to झूठ बोलना and to lay मतलब आराम करना. So to lie and to lay sound similar but they have very different meanings. Okay. Next is collective noun. Nouns that refer to groups can be singular or plural depending on how they are used in the sentence. Now collective nouns are like a bunch of flower. Okay, so a bunch of flower is a bouquet, right? A bouquet. So it is singular. We will take it as singular. So that's why we are saying a bunch of flower. Okay, a bunch means one bunch of flower. Okay. Now collective nouns also can be group of animals like a herd of goats. Okay, a pride of lions, a swarm of bees. Okay, these words are known as collective nouns. Next is pronoun usage. So first we'll talk about subject pronouns, the pronouns which are usually used at the place of subject. Okay, so those pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, in both singular form and plural form. So if you write this down somewhere, if you note it down, then it will be very easy for you to study about the pronouns. Okay, next is object pronouns. Object pronouns are these are used when the pronoun is the object of the verb. Okay, when in a sentence the noun object will be replaced by these pronouns such as me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. Again, both in plural and singular form. Next is possessive pronouns. I told you na, exclamatory marks we use for possession, mine, yours. Okay, so these are possessive pronouns. They show ownership. This book is mine. This table is yours. Okay, so words like my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Again, these words can be singular also and they can be plural also. Next is a very important thing. It is known as a misplaced modifiers. Suppose, see the sentence which is in the picture. The sentence is the cake was eaten by the dog table. Is this right? No. The sentence structure is completely wrong because the words are placed at the wrong places. Okay. So the cake on the table was eaten by the dog. This will be the correct form. So whenever the words are placed in the wrong way in a sentence and the see why it is called misplaced modifiers. There are some words which are being modified in a sentence. Okay, we add some words to describe it. When those describing words are written somewhere else, this is known as misplaced modifiers. Okay, so first we'll study dangling modifier, a modifier that doesn't have a clear word to modify. So dangling modifier is a modifier which doesn't modify clearly which word it is modifying. It is not clear. Okay, then misplaced phrases, a phrase that's placed in the sentence so that it modifies the wrong word. Again, which I'm telling that some like the girl wear red dress, a red dress was worn by a girl, it was red color. Okay, a dress was worn by a girl, it was red color. So now after the girl it is written it was red color. So is the girl red color? No, the dress is red color, right? So we will put a dress which was red in color was worn by a girl. Now it is very clear that the dress was in red color. This is misplaced modifier. Okay. Then clarity. Misplaced modifiers create confusion about what the modifier is describing. Okay, when we use misplaced modifiers, it is very confusing in a sentence that what this phrase is about. Is the phrase the red color is about the girl or about the dress? Okay. Next is correcting subject verb errors. How to correct subject verb errors? First point is to identify the subject. You need to identify the subject in a sentence, right? Next is find the verb. You need to find the verb in a sentence. So first identify the subject, then find the verb. Next is match the verb's form. If the subject is singular, the verb should be singular and vice versa. Okay. So first look for the subject, then look for the verb, then match that the subject is singular or not, so the verb is singular or not. Okay, like that. Next is resolving pronoun issues. Make sure the pronoun agrees in number and gender with the noun it refers to. Okay, suppose I say Rahul and Aarti were talking to each other. Now, if I replace Rahul and Aarti with pronouns and I say he was talking to each other, does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense because there are two people, Rahul and Aarti. So we bought he of Rahul, but where is Aarti? She. Okay, so you have to check whether your pronoun agrees in number and in gender. Okay, so we'll say he and she were talking to each other. Next is pronoun clarity. Avoid using pronouns that have multiple possible antecedents. Okay, so you have to be very clear when you're using pronouns. Next is pronoun code. Use the correct case for subject pronouns. I, he, she. I, he, she subject pronoun and object is me, him, her. So the table which I taught you in the previous slide about the pronoun table, jot it down very properly because it is very useful. Okay. Next is identifying misplaced modifiers. Now, how to identify the misplaced modifier? First is read the sentence carefully. Pay attention to the order of the words. Okay, read the sentence carefully, know the meaning of the sentence, what meaning you are getting through the sentence, and pay attention to the order of the words, whether the order of the words are correct or not, or where a word is placed. Okay. Next is ask yourself what is being modified. Now, which word is being modified? Ask. There is a sentence in the picture. The dog chased the ball, barking thetically. Okay. Now it is written the dog chased the ball, barking thetically. Is the ball barking? Can the ball bark? No. The barking thetically should be around the dog which is chasing. It is giving more information about the dog. It is modifying the dog, not the ball. So the dog barking thetically chased the ball. Okay. Next is check for logic. As I did right now that a ball cannot bark. So you also have to check for logic in the sentence. Okay. Next is you can prefer grammar guides, you can practice and you can seek feedback also with your sentences, that you have placed the right words at the right time with right numbers, or your subject is agreeing with your verb. Okay. Thank you.